So it is currently the end of the day on Tuesday. Ended up working today, but we're currently heading to Marvin shop. Gonna hook up the VCDS to the Bora Wagon and just see what we find. Engine light is still on, but no EPC, no traction control. It does have a little bit of a drop in idle every now and then today, but still the car is running good and no other issues. So I said, hook up to the computer, see what we're missing, check out the fuel trim values, and maybe there's something we're missing that I can fix. Otherwise, I don't know, I might just toss on the lot as it is and go from there. I'm also currently following a black US spec Jetta Mark IV wagon TDI, and funny enough, I have photos of my wagon next to that one at the commissary like 2 years ago. I haven't seen that car in a while, but now it's back. Actually, that's one of the US spec ones I wanted to try and buy before I found my VR6 wagon, which a TDI wagon would have been sweet, but no complaints with the VR6. No complaints at all. So Marvin is currently helping a friend with an oil pump on a car, but he gave me the laptop. So we've got VCDS open. I've never used this program before, but it looks pretty straightforward. We have like auto scan and then for like selecting a certain module. So I'm gonna go through, see if we can't find anything for the engine code or for the EPC or anything else we might be missing. And then I have to find out how or where in here I can go to the fuel trim values. And I wanna see that as well, but I'm not quite sure where that is. So let's just go ahead and do auto scan first and see what we get. Start. Failure to communicate. Did I break it? We're plugged in over here. Function not supported by gateway. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Auto detect. No? I'm doing something wrong already. All right, let's go back. Maybe select. Engine. Still saying failure to communicate. Let me try and replug this in. Hang on. So we're plugging it down here. Plug that back in. Still saying failure to communicate. So maybe I'm doing this wrong. Stand by. All right, so it wasn't me. The English version I was running a VCDS on here was having an issue. So now I'm on the German one. So we ran the engine codes again. It gave me a couple. It showed one for the Cat Bank 1, which is oceans are new, but it's still showing up. It's showing EGR valve excessive flow. And then it was showing something about air intake something. Hold on. I'm just pressing buttons now because I don't know all of these words. I know some German words like Getriebe, transmission. And I know some things in German, but just not all of them. Not enough to work all of this, but we ran it the first time. And it showed a couple of things. Excessive flow for the EGR valve, which I don't know how to fix that. I don't know how to get the flow to not be where it's at. I'm trying to find where the fuel trim values are. Because people said that could be causing an issue for the P0170 code for the fuel trim bank 1, I think it was. So I'm going to do some more button pressing and tapping around and see what I can find in here. Because right now I'm having a hard time figuring out where I'm at. Just kidding, we're back. The English one is not working. So that's good news. Let's try this again. So I can show you what I actually got. Fault codes. There we are. So we have catalyst system bank 1, P0420, efficiency below threshold, EGR system P0402, excessive flow. We have barometric manifold pressure signals P1553, implausible correlation. I don't know what that means. And then air intake system P1504, leak detected intermittent. So this one, and this one are all intermittent, and this one just says it's below the threshold, which I don't know. The O2 sensors are new, EGR was new. So let me go back real fast. So that's my engine code. I want to see if there's anything for the EPC, or actually That should be also engine code and EPC. But I'm not seeing the bank 1 fuel trim thing anymore. That was the P0170, but that one's now gone. None of the rest of these need to be checked, I don't think. Just the ones with the engine. So I've got those 4 that keep coming and going for whatever reason. Very interesting. Anything else out here? I don't know where to look for like fuel trim anything. I have no clue. All right, well, I want to go through this a bit more and mess with some stuff. I'm going to search these codes that I got here and see what the fixes are for them. And then we should go from there. So starting with the first code, we have the P0420, which is the catalyst system bank 1. A couple of the common issues that could lead to that fault code are leaking exhaust tube, leaks in the air intake, faulty fuel injectors, leaking fuel injectors, worn out spark plugs, or improper engine timing. So a handful of things there. If it's not the cat itself, it could also possibly be. So handful of things to check there. And now we'll go on to the P0402 code and see what that one says. So for the next code, the P0402, for the excessive flow for the EGR valve. This one says possible causes are EGR volume control valve stuck open, faulty EGR volume control valve, EGR solenoid valve harness is open or shortened, EGR solenoid valve circuit poor electrical connection, or faulty EGR temperature sensor and circuit. So maybe there's a chance when I put the new EGR valve that I bought, maybe it was just bad from the start and I've been getting problems because of that. So possibly a new EGR valve could fix that fault code, or if there's a short somewhere or something like that. So that is code number 2. Let's move on to the next one. So for the next one, the P1553, this one says the description, manifold absolute pressure or the map sensor, barometric pressure sensor or range/performance problem. And causes can be intake/exhaust leak, EGR system, evap canister, purge valve, throttle control unit, wiring, map sensor, or the baro sensors. So handful of things that could possibly cause this code. It all seems to center around just like there's a leak somewhere and the EGR valve's not working properly, but which one exactly or where it's coming from, there could be a handful of different variables. So one more code to look at. All right, so last code on our list is the P1504. Description is intake system leak detected. Causes are intake leak, EGR system, evap system, hose connections, or throttle control unit. So all of the codes here are pretty much centered around the EGR valve and leaks. Some are up there, but there's a lot of variables for each one. So I guess tracking down exactly what it could be might be difficult. I mean, I don't have it shows me like what the code is, but I don't have like an exact pinpointed spot to where the leak might be, or if it's the EGR valve or something stuck open, or it's the evap system, or if it's a canister somewhere. I don't quite know, but that's where we're at as right now. The car's still running good, but I would like to have all this stuff fixed. I just wonder how much it'll take to figure out exactly what I need to swap and fix to get it all back to how it should be. And then also, as it said, all of these codes here are intermittent, which is probably why my lights come on sometimes, they're off sometimes. Sometimes the car runs super rough, sometimes it's good and perfect the entire time. It's never quite the same. So I don't know, I'm gonna talk to Marvin and see what he thinks, and then see if we can't figure this out. So it hasn't done this in a while, but we have that nice big old cam going on. I'm currently trying to get to the fuel trim, like injector values, but I keep having all these like communication errors. You have to go to the measuring blocks and then scroll through there. You can see what the injectors are at, but it keeps like freaking out on me. But yeah, haven't had to do this in a while, but it's just bouncing down. I didn't clear this code, I just left it alone. But we keep having too many communication errors. Well, I had it reading the ignition like RPM for a second, but then again, too many communication errors to continue, and it kind of just closes out on me. I'll try it again, I guess, but it keeps, it works like a half a second, and then it just freezes up. So I'm not sure if it's the car or if it's the system that's kind of being weird. But I was trying to get to group 13, I think, is the injectors, but group 11 shows the like RPMs. As it goes up to like 1,000 and drops down like 500, you can see it like in like live time, which is pretty cool. Go to 11. See, it's already doing this again. It's gonna die. I don't know if maybe it's just bad. I mean, I got full bar, so it's not that, but just not having good luck right now. But it's cool to actually watch and see like the RPM in like live time. It goes from like 1,000 down to like 521, it said. And then it was showing the timing on this side, which is pretty cool. But now it's not doing nothing. Oh. Oh, and the car's done killed itself. All right, well, yep. Communication error, okay. Okay, so VCDS is kind of being weird. I went through and just cleared all the codes because why not? Let's see what it does now. So auto smooth back out. I cleared all the codes, but this is still on. So looks like those aren't going away. Just got to figure out how to actually fix them and where to check what to look for. So if you have any insight on any of these codes I have and what you did to fix it or where to check, please stop doing that. Stop doing that. The car is falling apart. I'm taking it to the junkyard. It's going straight back into the junkyard. No, but I'm gonna try and fix it as best I can. Now it's doing this again. I don't know what you want, car. I don't know what you want. I don't know what it is. Whenever I bring this car here, it always starts acting so weird. Let's see what she does now. You smooth, you crazy again. Oh well. So I got a friend's number named Levi. He has a tester we can do to check for leaks in the engine. So I messaged him, and maybe tomorrow when he's free, bring the car to him. We can go through and start checking the system, see if there's leaks possible, and just start trying to cross things off the list and actually get this thing fixed and have no engine light, everything fixed and cleared, and just, you know, a good, consistently running car, not one that does that anymore. We shall see. All right, so aside from the car running like absolute crap right now, as I was driving home yesterday, I had a piece of plastic like go under my car. I thought I just hit something, but actually, my engine cover piece flew off. I don't know how it possibly fell off of here and then like fell down and out, but I saw a piece of plastic fly under my car and out the backside, and it was that. And it's still doing this annoying revving thing. So I talked to Levi. He said we can do the test. I'm just waiting to hear back when. We'll try and go through, figure out what's leaking or what's wrong. But if it's gonna take too much to fix this, honestly, I might just junk the car, move on, or just sell it as is, because at this point, I just want the car to go away. I love you and you've been great, but I just want you to go away at this point. I want to move on to the next car, have this one go away, and it just won't leave. This is supposed to be like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Supposed to be on the lot and sold, and it's still here. So we'll see what happens. Maybe it's an easy fix, maybe it's not. But I want the car to go away. I'm over it. I want it to go away. So I was gonna continue this video until tomorrow, but I think I'm gonna end it right here. That way it can go up one day earlier. That way, if you had any issues like this on a 1.6 16 valve and you found a certain fix for or things to check, leave some comments down below, and hopefully we can find the issue with this car and get it sorted out. I'm waiting to hear back still from Levi what day I can bring the car to his house. We can do the test and see if we can find any leaks anywhere. But yeah, I'm gonna post this video tomorrow. That way you guys leave some comments down below, maybe some things to check, things to try. We checked their grounds already and checked for like leaks, like water damage. That'll look to be good to go. It's something in the intake system, the EGR valve, somewhere in there. We've got a leak or something stuck, or it could be wiring. There's a lot of different variables. If you have anything that we should check, leave some comments down below, and we'll try and get this thing fixed. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Do not forget to be thankful for every single day. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.